So the next part of this video is a Q&A of like loads of questions about cheer, so I'm going to answer them and Takai is also going to answer them as well. So the first question is, what is your favourite tumble skill, and insert video. So my favourite tumble skill is probably just a layout, which was my favourite thing to do.
Okay, so the first question is what my favorite tumbling skill is, and my favorite tumbling skill is a running full. I've had it since like 2018, I think, 2017-ish, and yeah.
What is a normal week's training session for you? So at the moment it is COVID in England, so we aren't training properly, so we're training on Zoom, but pretend Zoom wasn't a thing. We would usually come in, condition. For the team that I'm on, I'm explaining like a Lady X training session. We'll come in and condition. Sometimes we'll do like 45 minutes of Tabata, which is just horrendous, but makes us good. So we condition, then we usually work on some stunts for a bit, obviously when we were allowed to stunt, not at the moment because of COVID. That we would stunt for like the 15-minute stunting gap we're allowed to do, and then we'll do like routine tumble timing. And then on a Friday session, it's our flex sessions, which is like Fridays with Lady X, and they're just completely like tumble based sessions. So we always have like different circuits set up, and we just do 2 hours of back-to-back tumbling conditioning. So those sessions kill me. And the Monday we also work routine stuff, but then Friday's just tumble based.
A normal week at practice would be like we come in, we stretch and warm up, and if we don't have any competitions like that weekend or coming up, we would usually do sections, meaning like we would break down our elite and do like 5 of one section 5 times. And then if we didn't hit like 1 out of the 5, we'd have to probably start over, or we'd get like a lifeline, meaning if we hit the next one, we could stay where we are. So yeah, we would do that and then just break down our routine, basically, clean it up. And yeah.
The next question is, explain the hardest training session you have ever had. I've ever had was when I was on a summit team called Storm, and I remember there was just one session that we literally did like 6 full outs, and then they just weren't going well. I honestly, like, I don't remember like the highlight, like why it was so bad, but I just remember we did like 6 full outs in like an hour. It was in like a really short amount of time. Then we also did this walkover thing that we had to tumble up and down every single floor, like every single track, like line of the floor. And if you got to a certain point and then you bent your legs, you had to go back to the start. I just remember there was one session that I literally came home and then I just cried. Another low point of the training session, there was one training session which was Storm that was meant to go to Summit that didn't. That we got told that if we basically didn't sort ourselves out, because we kept doing full outs, and I remember I kept getting hit in pyramid by my flyer, like I kept getting like slam dunked to the floor. But then I remember the coaches literally, we had a competition that literally the training like the day after, and they pretty much just said to us, if you don't sort yourselves out, you're being pulled from this competition tomorrow. And I remember it was just like a reality moment of like, oh my god, we actually might get pulled from comp, so let's sort ourselves out.
The hardest practice, I don't really know what the hardest practice I've ever had is, because I think I've had multiple hard practices. Maybe when like, I don't know, my stunt group's struggling, or like when the team is just struggling in general and we aren't hitting things and we have to do things over and over again, and maybe like condition in between them. I think those are like really hard practices, or practices where you just feel defeated.
The question is, what is the best thing you have learnt from your coaches? I think at Wolverines the best thing I've learnt from my coaches is appreciating what you've got. We started in a very, very small hall and like worked our way up from literally like the lowest of the low, and now have like 1 summit and are going level 5 next year, like all of that. So like, I don't know, like our coaches really tell you to like appreciate what you've got, like kind of live in the moment, work on like what you need to work on now to make yourself better in the future. Just think Wolverines coaches really try to tell the athletes to be really grateful for kind of everything they have, and to make sure they work on what they want to work on now to make them better in the future, and they shouldn't just focus on the future all the time, they should focus on the now, that kind of stuff.
The best thing I've learned from a coach, to always perform like anyone's watching. Like, it doesn't matter if you're going full out or doing sections. If you're just doing a mark through, do the routine like you're doing a full out, because honestly, you should feel just as tired doing a mark through than you are doing a full out.
The question is, what are your coaches like? So I am actually one of the coaches at the Wolverines. There's 5 of us, so there's me, Chloe, Ellie, Megan, Kaylee, and we're just a mess. We I don't know, we are just, I don't know how you describe the coaches, like, we're just a mess. Like, we're all quite hyper all of the time, but we also love to create results and not excuses. I don't know, like, it's really hard to sum up what the coach is like. We've all got different strengths and weaknesses in different things, and I just think as a group we work really well together. So I really love our coaching team.
What are my coaches like? I have 3 coaches. Well, I consider like all the coaches in my gym my coaches because I learn from each and every one of them, but we have 3 main coaches, Heather, CJ, and Brian. Heather is a big sister to us, I guess, in a way. She's nice, but she can be scary sometimes, and yeah, she's encouraging, always tells us to just HYS, yeah. CJ, fun fact, he was on Double O a bunch of times. He's won Worlds like 3 times or something. Like, silent but deadly. Like, he doesn't talk that much, but when he does, it's like he's not yelling. He never like yells at us, but you know, like, if he's in a bad mood or if he's not happy with what we've done. He loves to drill technique, and yeah. He's very crazy sometimes too. We have seen sides of CJ where we're like, oh my gosh, is that the same person? Like, who is he? And Brian, he's the owner of our gym, first of all. But he loves his quotes. He's a very, like, big guy when it comes to quotes, and like, he doesn't believe in like all the winning. Like, he doesn't care about trophies or anything. He just wants us to go out there and like hit our routine and just be happy with what we put on the floor. Come in our gym, you won't see any trophies or any banners anywhere, because that's not what our gym is about.
The next question is, what is your best achievement? And then insert any videos that you have of that achievement. And my best achievement would be winning Summit. I'll just insert a video here.
Congratulations, and your international champion, the Wolverine Storm All-Star.
The best cheer achievement, probably say like getting my full, honestly, because I never thought I would like go past a layout, like trick to layout, because I was never that good at tumbling. Like, it wasn't one of my strengths, but I'm continuing to grow, even now, it being at the end of my cheer career. Still continuing to learn and like throw skills that I never thought I would throw.
Question is, what is your biggest cheer flex? My biggest cheer flex is this bad boy, a Summit ring. And yeah, my biggest cheer flex is that I have won Summit.
My biggest cheer flex is winning NCA with my senior 3 team. We were, when I was at Brandon All-Stars, we won NCA in 2016, I think. And yeah, that was literally the best. That was like the best day ever.
Next question is, worst thing that's happened to you whilst competing. The worst thing that has happened to me, I was doing a random flick leg, crashed into someone. Long story short, they didn't move out of the way where I was tumbling, and I slam dunked myself. Pain like no other. It was horrendous, and I'm not going to insert a video because I don't really want to bring that back, but that was my worst. That was a slam dunk and a half.
Worst thing that's happened at cheer comp. It happened this season in December. It was our second cheer competition. It was a 2-day. And the first day, our pyramid just went down like dominoes.
Worst thing to happen to you in cheer, like full stop. I would say like the worst thing that has happened to me like overall is basically when I was warming up. This was last February, so it was two or 3 weeks before showcase. I was literally warming up, loving life. I was doing tuck jumps. We were doing mat runs. I literally did the first mat run, and then I jumped, did a tuck jump, rolled my ankle, and basically pulled all the muscles away from my bone. Here's a picture. So yeah, it was really, really bruised and gross and swollen.
Lowest point of cheer career would be, I've had a few. When I was 8, I was like learning a lot of like new skills like tucks and layouts and stuff. And then I had a knee injury. I have like, I forget what they call it, but I have it in both knees, and like that kind of set me back. And I lost a lot of confidence and everything. And then when I was in 6th grade, I broke my hand, and like I wasn't able to compete at Summit or anything. And when I was trying to get my skills back, it was really hard. It's like using your arms and stuff, like not using, it's like a lot of pressure. And then I'd say COVID, like the beginning part of COVID was so hard because we had just gotten back from cheer sport, and it was the week of the UCA, and we were still gonna go and everything. Like we had hit a beautiful full out, like we were so excited. And then we got sent an email that our gym would no longer be competing because of COVID, and that like broke everyone. Like I was crying, and it was just really hard and sad because a lot of us were super seniors. I'm a super senior this year, but we were super seniors last year, and we had a lot of seniors on the team, and we were all just so excited, and it didn't happen because COVID.
Lowest point of your cheer career? COVID. I was obviously supposed to be going to Summit that year, and COVID just ruined everything, and it just took a very big toll on how I was in life as well. Like I was just very sad for a very long time, and I feel like that wasn't even just the lowest point of my cheer career. I feel like that was like one of my lowest points full stop. Like that first lockdown, Summit being cancelled, I just really struggled with that, like really mentally struggled with all of that happening. So I feel like that was the lowest point, but now hopefully I have worlds in sight. Is what cheer shoes do you wear? So we are partnered with Varsity, and Lady X are like partnered with them, so we get the Varsity Ascends.
The cheer shoes we wear are Infinity, or no, they're not Infinity, they're Varsity Arrows. I think I showed them in the last video in part 1.
Hey, full breakdown of what your uniform looks like. I don't have a picture, I don't have it in person, so this is a picture of Lady X's uniform. It is gorgeous, it's beautiful, I love it. So annoyed that it's been 2 years of not being able to get it because of like COVID and other things, so I'm so excited to finally get that one day.
This is our skirt. Looks like this. Buttons, the gems, and then our fun fact about our uniform skirt is that our like bloomers are built into our skirt, so there's no like pulling it down when you're like tumbling. It's only if you're like your skirt basically won't move very far. This is our top. It's mesh up here. Has the U, rhinestones like the skirt, and the back is open, and then it has these clips around my neck.
My next question is favourite 3 bits of like your team's merch. My 3 favourite. First one is this like neon orange top that says Storm round 1, round 2, now we're back for more, which was a shout out in our music for when we were going to Summit. My second fave is this that just the coach has got, which is a jersey, and then on the back it says Wolverine coach. So yeah, that's just like my favourite thing. And then my third favourite is a top which is in the wash right now, but I'll insert a picture. It's the Summit 19 top. That is my favourite top that we got from that year of Summit. To be fair, my final favourite is this bag that the Summit teams got given. It's up there. You can't really see it. It's a Power Nation bag, but that was what the Summit teams got given, and I literally love it.
I gotta try to fill this thing on.
Oh. My cheer sister gave me a present. Oh yeah, we do like big and little here. So yeah. Got mini Starburst and a Target gift card. You guys are so nosy. And then I got Lifesaver gummies. And then I also got Jolly Rancher gummies. And yeah. I feel like they might have these. I don't know. Maybe.
Sometimes they like have candy and they're like, what is this?
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
What's your name? Bag.
What's your name?
I don't know.
1, 2, 3.
How old are you? I don't know.
5.
When's your birthday?
7.
St. Patrick's Day. When I'm 4. Oh yeah? Yes. You're not gonna tell them your name? No. Why not? Alright, are you gonna tell them bye?
We will make you do it one by one.
Hey. Hi, this is Johanna. Hi, I'm Joe. That's Ella. You're ugly, Ella.
What's in here?
This is candy for my kids.
What is this for?
I'm doing yes.
Oh, hi. What's that for?
Okay, I'm not gonna film our warm up because there's nowhere to put my phone. Maybe I can just put it on the hand sanitizer. But wanna see that? Hold on. I think you can see us. We just conditioned.
Can I take it off?
Yeah, take it off.
Okay.
I just want to see you sit right back. I can kind of vlog this part. We're in 2 now.